Hello everyone, I'm Lieutenant Colonel Jen Cowie from Headquarters Air Force Services. Welcome to the first Facebook Live for 2021. We are so very thankful for all of your feedback over the past year. 2021 will be a year of accelerated changes across the program, and we look forward to sharing these updates with you as they are completed. It is my pleasure to welcome the Air Force Personnel Center Commander, Major General Craige.
Hello everyone, I'm Craige, Commander of your Air Force's Personnel Center. Thanks for joining us as we provide you this exceptional family member program update. Many of you may remember the 2020 annual EFMP Summit we hosted virtually back in October. During that summit, we committed to providing 60-day updates, the first of which we did in December, and now we have the privilege to connect with you again. While 2020 was a challenging year, it also highlighted opportunities for us to improve care for you and your families. And that's exactly what today's update's about. Our team will provide updates on some of the things we've done to help make the EFMP system work better as we work to centralize the assignment, medical, and family support efforts for our families. A key being the automating and simplifying of the family travel screening process before a permanent change of station, and beginning our journey to provide specialized assistance for families with children needing special education requirements. In addition to updates on those initiatives, today our team will also highlight the release of a new EFMP website for families called Family Vector, a new capability that you'll be able to access from your home computer. We'll also give you a look at ongoing efforts to perform our respite care program. Hey, I'm encouraged by all these changes and the impact they have on our airmen, our guardians, spouses, and families, but we know we still have a lot of work to do for our 55,000 plus EFMP family members across our Air and Space Force. Please continue letting us know how we're doing. We always need your feedback, and we need to know your concerns so we can get better. In fact, your feedback previously led to many of the initiatives we put in place over the past few months. As I said before, this is the beginning. We're in this together, and we'll move forward together as a Department of the Air Force family. Thank you again for taking time to join us today, and I trust you'll find this time well spent. Now, I'm honored to turn the floor over to Miss Tammy Nelson to kick off today's update. Tammy, over to you.
Thank you, Major General Craige. I've really been looking forward to giving you an update on where we are with transforming EFMP. Ms. Hern is going to talk to you about the stand-up of the cell, and Lieutenant Colonel Cowie is going to give you the update on respite care, but I'm going to update you on the rest of the program. Remember last time we talked, we were talking about a new process, trying to move things faster with a central cell and a triage methodology. So we tested that with our new command screening list. We had about 375 people go through the test. So it was a great test. Our colonels worked hard with us. Some things went well, some things maybe not so well. But we learned a lot, so it was truly a very successful test. One of the things we learned is communication was critical. We didn't do it very well in some cases. Some we did well. So we know we've got to make some changes there, but that's easily fixed. So we look forward to doing that. Some things that went very well, though, was looking at medical records. So we didn't have to ask very many people to see their doctors or get physician appointments. There were a few. We told you that that might happen, that the records didn't give us quite enough information. But there were very few. So that was a nice, successful part of the test. The other thing that I think went very well, and maybe we didn't realize would be a positive, is there's a second look. So we have the centralized cell. They look at each case. They send it to the gaining base, and with their recommendation, the gaining base then sends their concurrence or non-concurrence. And in many cases, the gaining base would say, we can't do this. This is a travel not recommend for us. And our central cell would then reach back and say, well, why is that? Could we look at this differently? They worked really hard to get members approved to go to location. So that was a real positive of the test, and maybe an unintended positive. With the successful test, we're going to keep implementing the new process, but slowly. We still have some bugs to work out. So we're adding one more base to our new process. That will start here next week. Pending a successful test there, we'll add 2 or 3 more bases probably every month or two until we have the entire Air Force switched over to our new process. So all good. We'll keep you informed, and hopefully at our next update I'll have a schedule so you'll see which bases are coming next and have some better idea what's happening there. Another thing we've worked on is Family Vector. We've been telling you for some time that Family Vector was coming soon. We've had it ready. We just have an error when getting to it from a personal computer. If you're on a government computer, you can get to it very easily. If you're on a personal computer, you're going to get an error that says something about a problem with the website. If you're using Chrome, it's going to look like this. If you click Learn More, you can just visit the website. So it's a certificate issue. I just wanted to explain what this is about so you know the safety of this. We built DAF Family Vector on the government side of the system with a government certificate. When we've moved to the private side, we need a new certificate. Please go out and look at Family Vector. We're loading content as fast as we can. If there's a link that you know that you use, please send it to us. We'll put it out there and help others that may find value in it also. The provider dashboard that we talked about that lets you look at a base and look at it by provider specialty and their history on travel recommend, travel not recommend is also out there on Family Vector. So if you get out there, look at it, give us some feedback, let us know what you think, and we will continue to modify accordingly. So we think it's going to be a great tool to help you. Another project I wanted to talk to you about is STOMP. It's our specialized training for military parents. We have 2 sessions coming. We've run 2 sessions, but we never fill them. So we pay for 100 seats in each of those classes, and we get great feedback, but we have yet to fill a class. So 1, I wanted to tell you about it in case it's something you could use, and 2, I wanted to reach out to ask for some feedback. Would it be better if we ran it 8 times a year with 50 seats per class instead of 4 times a year at 100 seats a class? It's actually not the money part that worries us. We want to spend our money effectively. So if there's something else out there that you would rather see, then we'll do that instead. So if you could give us some feedback on STOMP, we'd sure appreciate it. So where are we going from here? As I told you, Ms. Hern and Lieutenant Colonel Cowie are going to tell you about respite care and the stand-up of the cell. One of the major projects I'm working on is the automation of forms. So we are making progress. That's a big task, as you can imagine. But I suspect we're going to be asking a few of you to test that for us. If you'd like to be one of our tests, please raise your hand. We'd be happy to involve you in testing as we get up and running. But the best part of that is it's going to store your forms. So you don't have to redo them every time. You're going to be able to look at it and just confirm they're still correct and move forward. So that's probably the best part, and that will be available at startup. So stay tuned. We have a lot more coming, and I appreciate you tuning in. It's always good to get some updates from us, and please keep the feedback coming and let us know if there's something else you want us to talk about. So with that, over to you, Ms. Hern.
Thank you, Ms. Nelson. Greetings, EFMP families. Thank you for spending some time with us today. Things with the EFMP centralized cell are moving right along. I have a few updates to share with you. The EFMP Central Cell was established last summer to bring together all components of the program, assignments, medical, and family support, under the A1 umbrella. We incorporated positions from critical EFMP support agencies, education, legal support, respite care, and TRICARE, all in-house liaisons to help our families navigate care and support services. The central cell construct depicted on this slide is our end state. Of note, the assignment and medical teams are already working side by side to coordinate reassignment actions for EFMP families. We'll expand this capability over the next several months as we incorporate the streamlined family travel clearance process for our airmen and guardians. The cell welcomed 4 of the 5 permanent medical technicians last month. The final team member arrives in March of 2021. We recently interviewed candidates for the special education specialist and attorney positions, and will make the selections this week. The respite care, TRICARE liaison, and registered nurse positions will complete the cell build. These advertisements will soon be out on USA Jobs. The EFMP centralized cell exists to provide EFMP families the support they need. Families will continue to receive care from base-level agencies, experts you can turn to on your installation. Our staff of support liaisons are united at the headquarters staff to provide policy and guidance to base agencies, advocate for program resources and support, and collaborate to provide a streamlined, efficient EFMP process for you, our families. We are also the lifeline when you need it, a place you can reach out to if you feel stuck in the process. We'll help navigate through the issue and work alongside of the base point of contact to assist you. We appreciate your continued feedback and welcome your ideas. We are listening, and change is on the horizon.
Thank you for the update, Ms. Hern. We are excited to get these changes underway. I will now provide you with a few updates regarding the National Defense Authorization Act impacts to the Exceptional Family Member Program, our specialized training of military parents, also known as the STOMP program, and our work for the DAF Respite Care Program. As you may recall, we started off last year with congressional testimony and increased emphasis on EFMP standardization across all services. The National Defense Authorization Act included many directives for improved standardization. Items included a standardized identification and enrollment process, special education resources, communication of the travel recommendations, and a standardized respite care benefit across all services. Speaking of respite care standardization, you may recall that we held a rapid improvement event last November to fully review our respite care program. We are currently in the process of codifying DAF policy for our program and will work together with the Office of Special Needs and our sister services to ensure we are aligned with the NDAA standardization efforts. As things develop, we will share that information with you. In the meantime, we placed increased emphasis on our onboarding process for providers, increased communication efforts for our families, and providing you, our families, and our providers with updates on our program. Finally, I'm excited to share with you training resources on special education. We have 4 more specialized training of military parent events, or also known as STOMP. These are coming your way throughout the next year. The first being a 1-hour webinar in late March and another STOMP workshop hosted by Joint Base Andrews from the 26th through the 29th of April from 4 to 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Please stay tuned to this Facebook page for registration information or on our DAF Family Vector website. As a reminder, we appreciate your continued feedback on our program and look forward to hearing from you either through a direct message on this Facebook page or via our organizational inbox. In closing, please welcome back Major General Craige.
Hello again, everyone. Thanks for joining us today. I appreciate your participation and the chance for our team to provide an update on all our latest EFMP efforts. As the team laid out, we're hard at work to launch the Family Vector website. We're continuing efforts to streamline the travel screening process, and we're updating the respite care program. Overall, we will continue to integrate the assignment, medical, and family support services to better create a one-stop shop for you and your families. We'll continue keeping you updated, and I look forward to our next session in April. Until then, keep letting us know how we're doing, and we'll look forward to your feedback. Thanks to each of you for your service. We're a better nation because of what you do, and I'm honored to serve alongside you.